Tibetans living in exile across the world voted on Sunday in the final round of the elections to choose their president and 45 cabinet leaders for their government in exile. WION's principal diplomatic correspondent, Siddhant Sibal, visited the election centre in New Delhi, where old and young Tibetans flocked to cast their ballots amid pandemic restrictions.
Tibetans are voting for the second phase of elections for their president in exile, and behind me are the registration desks where they are being registered. I'm here at a polling station in Delhi's Tibetan colony in Majnu Ka Tila area of Delhi. And now, if my camera person Neeraj can show you the exact process after the registration, the Tibetans are here. There is, of course, the process which starts when it comes to the entire polling process. The results will be out next week, but now this is the Sanctum Sanctorum, to use the term, where the election process is underway. So you can see people sitting behind those boxes, cardboard boxes, and of course COVID protocols are must. It's clearly written, wear a mask, and despite sweltering heat and COVID pandemic, many Tibetans have come here, and you can see on your cameras they are right now voting to elect their president in exile. The results will be out in the month of May, and this is the final place where they after they have put a tick mark on the sheet, the ballot sheet, they come and they're putting their votes. So these are the boxes which are there for the various, not only the president, but also members of the Tibetan government, the Tibetan parliament in exile, and they're voting here. You can see the ballot papers as well inside. They will be counted, and then of course the results will be out. But clearly a lot of happiness, a lot of enthusiasm. They can cast their vote despite their home, the region Tibet, under the Chinese occupation. They can cast their vote in a place which has become their home away from home. With video journalist Neeraj Patel, Siddhant Sibal for WION in New Delhi.
Nearly 1,300,000 Tibetans currently live in exile, primarily in India and 25 other countries. Most of them reside in India, like we just told you. Talking to WION, these hopeful voters express their gratitude to the Indian government for allowing them to exercise their democratic right and choose their next leader.
So first of all, I'm very much thankful to Indian government, who has been very kind to us, to the Tibetan in exile, for letting us to vote this platform, since it's also a very much huge platform for me personally, for the Tibetan as well, I feel like, because it's very difficult to do this kind of gesture to the Tibetan government. It's very rare, I feel. So for me, it's such a privilege.
It's a right and the responsibility both as a citizen of Tibetan. Although we are a refugee here in India, but still it's a great exercise. It's a great privilege for us to vote and choose our next leader. So it's a great feeling for us. It's an overwhelming feeling for me.
This is the second round of elections for the 17th Parliament of the Central Tibetan Administration. The first round was held earlier this year in January. The results will be out on the 14th of May. During the first phase of the elections, 8 candidates contested for the top office, out of which Penpa Tsering secured the highest vote, over 24,000, and Kelsang Dorji came second with over 14,000 votes. The elections are taking place with all the necessary support from New Delhi. For 61 years, India has not only housed Tibetans in exile, but helped them preserve their cultural heritage and enable them to democratically elect their leader every 5 years. Earlier, WION talked to the Tibetan Election Commission Officer Phunsok La about the arrangements and the election process at large. Listen.
My name is Prince of Toptels. I am the Regional Election Commissioner of Central Tibetan Administration in Delhi. So today we have arranged like this. Registration section is just beside that one, and here we have polling booths, and we have 16 different polling booths in here. And here is here is the box where the voter can put their vote here. And in Delhi, we have 5 different part of polling station in Delhi. One is in Mashnu Katila, and other one is in Ladakh, Budh Bihar, just near to the ISPT, and third one is in Lakshmi Nagars. In there's one monastery is over there, and fourth one is in Bureau of His Holiness Dalai Lama office, and fifth one is in youth hostels in Rohini.